Hello everyone, I hope you're ready for another adventure. It's me, Woki, and I'm back and continuing the story on the Section 4 and onward. May those who fight be blessed. It all started with something trivial. So trivial, I barely remembered any of the details. It was a day much like any other in the kingdom of Ethiopia. My mother, the queen, was bragging about beauty, and she just had to involve the nymphs. My beauty, or maybe it was my daughter's beauty, is even fairer than the Neroids. This angered the Neroids, who had always been deeply jealous sea nymphs. Their anger then spread to Poseidon. And from there, the course was set. Everyone knew what became of people, of nations who angered the gods. Poseidon sent the giant man-eating sea monster to terrorize the populace, and high tides that threatened to drown the entire kingdom. My father, the king, feared the end as he held his head in his hands. My mother, the one who created this mess, turned deathly pale and didn't say another word. And of course, all the other Ethiopians were panicked out of their minds. Alright, sorry about that. Continuing on. Some cowered in fear, some tried to escape, some prayed to the gods despite knowing their plans would fall on deaf ears. Some of them gave up and resigned themselves to their fate. Scenes like that played out all over the nation, now facing doom thanks to a single half-hearted boast. So faced with all that, I felt I had no choice but to do something. Ooh. Shit. The light bright in my eyes. Ah. It's so peaceful out here. Whoa there, Missy. What are you doing draped over the side like that? For a moment, I thought you were laundry that'd be hung to dry. Can you blame me? It's just so nice out. Needs to rest after reducing all those boulders. True, you gotta take breaks so you don't burn out. So you don't have much care for peace. Are you kidding? I love it. You can't enjoy anything unless it's peaceful. As long as I don't have any gods angry at me, or monsters trying to eat me, or creepy older guys trying to arrange marriage with me, I don't need anything else. For someone claiming she wishes to be a hero, you certainly say a lot of useless things, girl. Huh? Did I say something wrong? I don't think so. Many of the people we call heroes love peace as well. Do not be ridiculous. No hero can possibly be born from the lukewarm water of peace. I never thought about it like that before. Now I'm not sure what to think again. What is the most important thing you need to be a hero? Whoa now, don't look at me. I can't help you with that. Yeah, not a hero. I'm no hero. I'm just a sailor who gets ships to where they need to go. Chaldea's got a lot of heroes, but it's still a hard question. Very well then, I do not know if this is the most important thing, but I do know it is absolutely crucial. A hero needs to be strong. Your husband certainly was he not? Indeed, how can one hope to be a hero without the strength to defeat one's enemies? I guess you might be right. But I also think there's more to it than that. It also depends on how you define strength in defeating enemies. Well, I mean, it's true that Perseus was super duper strong. He was the son of Zeus and he was blessed by both Athena and Hermes. I remember the very first time I saw him, I thought, oh, so that's what moving faster than I can looks like. Is this helping? I'm just not coming across like some lovesick housewife bragging about her hubby, am I? You're doing fine. I'd love to hear more about how Perseus fought. I knew it. You just clicked your tongue at me big time. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. No, wait, that wasn't me. Saber Medusa was passing by and went out of her way to make sure that Mike picked her up. What do you think you're doing? Hey, get back here. I swear. I see. I only knew her head, so I didn't know she could be such a scamp. Medusa, a scamp? I never thought about her like that before. Anyway, I know that you need to be strong enough to defeat your enemies. But in my case, I basically spent my whole life around a hero whose level was already maxed out. So I don't really have any idea what's normal for most heroes. I mean, you have to be strong in the first place for the gods to bless you, right? So exactly how strong do we have to be for that to happen? I guess for people from ancient Greece, having support from the gods is a pretty clear way to tell who the heroes were. In her case, she definitely seems to be affiliated with Poseidon, but I think it's more of a curse than she managed to turn into a strength. Whoop! We've got another river collision incoming. Everyone brace for impact. God damn, that was a loud fucking crash. Oh, it's a lotus. Right? Or a weed leaf. I don't know which one it could be. Magical leaf from Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Could be one of those. Damn, I didn't know it was possible for a river to smell scorched. Ah, yeah. I thought I heard talk about defeating enemies coming from here. Is it time for battle? It is, isn't it? Could it be? Oh! That's a lot of arms. It's Kali! Talk about the last god we needed to see. And look, her ship appears to be custom made as well. Oh, would you look at that? That's a fancy ass boat. Oh gosh, please don't stomp on the deck too hard. Yes, please don't. Even the Takarabune can only take so much. That's Daikokuten's Takarabune. Takarabune, that means treasure ship, yeah? Must be a whole lot of coin on board to warrant a name like that. Kali is another Choco servant like you might have guessed. But the Daikokuten actually look to be regular Chaldean servants. They must have gone to that singularity on their own at some point, just like Columbus did. So why are you guys helping that Kali out, Daikokuten? We're still Big Boss's loyal servants, of course. But when Boss Kali here gave us an order, we just couldn't bring ourselves to refuse. Hey, what's that supposed to mean, rodents? I would never force anyone to work against their will. I only ask for your help because you smell like Shiva, and I like you. Yeah, you rodents are so precious. Nuzzling, head patting. Eek, we're flattered but also terrified. Please, stop before we faint. We'll do anything if you ask, if you just spare us. Whoa, an Eastern god. She looks like a really powerful one too. We're getting gods like her now too? It would seem so. Durga is one of Chaldea's heroic servants. She's a war goddess who was born from the wrath of numerous Indian gods for the sole purpose of destroying evil. In Kali, there is another, even more powerful aspect of Durga's spirit origin. Of course, that Kali is only a Choco servant, not the real Kali. So I don't know how helpful this information will be. Well, at least now I know she's really is an incredible god. She looks really tough. So you are my opponent. The one I wish to see again is, of course, Shiva, and I was told I could do so if I made my way down this river. So that is exactly what I will do, together with these adorable rodents. But if only one river can continue on past this point, then that makes this battle and you my enemy. This makes this a battle and you my enemy. Battles must be won, enemies must be defeated. That is who I am. That is my purpose as a god. Yaha! Guess that rules out a nice, peaceful discussion. Can't say I'm surprised. So what's your river trait then? Enemies, of course. For I subsist on the blood of my fallen foes. Please don't lick my cheek and audibly gulp when you say things like that. Damn. Good grief. So that goddess's river contains the blood and body parts of various monsters she has killed. Damn. But that's gonna ruin the chocolate, by the way. But I guess I wouldn't be surprised seeing how her portfolio is of war and slaughter. Alright, so that means that the things we need to use to give our river an advantage during this battle are the enemy parts. I think the rampaging Choco monsters we've defeated up till now should count as enemies. Yeah, that should, and right now I bet the chocolate they drop will be even more effective fuel for the river than regular chocolate. So, like, we fought other non-chocolate monsters too, right? Does that mean we can use their wings and horns and stuff in my river as well now? Indeed, in the end it seems our task remains much the same as before. No, arguably we will now be competing on speed and numbers even more directly than before. That's true. I think there's going to be an especially large focus on battling this time. Well, I've got to keep an eye on my boat, so I won't be much help with the fighting. Sorry about that. That's okay, we've got our job and we've got yours. We can handle these monsters on our own just fine. Although I am a little scared of what happens if that goddess tries to attack us directly. I mean, just look at how many arms she has. You lot are not monsters, so I will not fight you directly. This will simply be a contest to see who can slaughter more enemies faster. Let us begin. It sounds bad when you use the word slaughter. But putting that aside, we'll be doing the same thing as before, Master. We need to defeat chocolate monsters and the other hostile creatures and get as many battle drops from them as we can. Sounds like we got a lot of fighting ahead of us. Let's do this. Everyone nods except for Semiramis, who seems to be nonplussed about any of this. Alright. Let's see who to bring in. I think this will work out fine. Not the Buster team, obviously. I need to go over to the Toon Squad. I did just see that it said assassin, so probably not a great idea to bring in a rider, but it should be fine. She has like a big damage bonus here. It shouldn't be that big of a problem. Aw, come on now. Oh. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And if one somehow does manage to survive, they hit her. I'll give her this just for the fun of it. She don't even need it. Jump on! Ethiopia. I keep thinking, like, obviously I'm doing my best to pronounce it, but I keep feeling like I'm just saying Ethiopia every time I look at Ethiopia. And that specific aspect of it makes me feel like I'm saying it wrong, but it makes sense for the Opia part to be the same as Ethiopia and Ethiopia. It makes perfect sense in my head, but you know, sometimes it just gets all jumbled up in the big old brain noggin. There we go. Oh, that was like... I'm throwing up out there? No, it's fine. Ethiopia, yeah, Ethiopia, something like that. That was a lot of crit stars at the end. Alright, got a lot of marshmallows, and we continue on. Next part. I assume we just fight more monsters at this point. Okay, I think we killed a lot of them. How's that? Yeah. Kali's river still has more momentum than ours does. Oh man, I guess I have so many. I guess having so many arms really does give you an advantage. Now I know why the 100-handed Hecaconcherios? I keep thinking of Hecka hands from Yu-Gi-Oh! That's not how you... Hecaconcherios? We're such tough opponents. Stop that. If you have time to whine, you have time to work. Even my feeble-bodied master is doing her best to focus on the battle at hand. Surely you can. Hmm? Materials. Yum, yum. Oh boy, is she experiencing a fighter's high or something? If I were to paint this scene myself, I think I'd make her eyes into dollar signs. This kind of focus is not good at all. Master, I think you should take a little break and catch your breath. Here, have some water. Okay, I guess I can hang in there for one more stretch in her place. That's right, boy. He was crying. He's like, I don't understand. What does that mean? You see, because there's so many material that we can use to ascend units, it's the one thing that gets the master going crazy. It's canonically true. Because if you look through the history, all the pillars that have died quickly have always been the ones that had the best materials in them. So that means that specifically Gouda prioritizes the creatures that have the best material drops to them as the first thing that they should die. Even in a life or death situation. Even with the end of the world potentially at the end of everything, they still prioritize getting the best drops first. And I think that's beautiful. Nice, 71%. Whoop. You know, now that I think about it, if I knew that there was going to be this many marshmallows, it probably would have been a good idea to set a marshmallow card, but I don't think I have a single one of them. So, to be fair, it is like almost 4 a.m. for me, so my brain is not working at like 100% capacity here. It's fine. It's not like I need that many of them. But I did realize it when I was like, damn, there was a lot of marshmallows in that first one. I could have really cleaned up if I... Oh my god. I didn't... I didn't even realize I'm in like super negatives because I'm in a crazy high right now. That's really funny. I didn't even realize that. Alright, good job, team. Yeah, see, this would have been really good if I had remembered to put in a single marshmallow. Sorry if that ends up looking painful for you, but I didn't know that it was going to do that back to back. Okay, this one, if they have a whole buttload of them again, I'll remember to put the silver one on. How's the river looking now, Da Vinci? Still as deadlocked as before. That's right, boy. It's going crazy. Where are you right now? You're literally right next to me. Yeah. Oh man, you're all worn out from all that fighting. But if we take a break now, we might never be able to catch up to her. We'll just have to do our best and hold our ground. I agree. Kali may be strong, but we still outnumber her. Especially with the Daikokuten preoccupied with taking care of their ship. So if we all keep working and fighting together, there's still a chance we can gain an advantage. Wish I could call in someone else to help. Hang on, is someone there? Who's that? In comes the mysterious servant. Who will it be? Nope, manual setup. Okay. Event bonus, I'll come in with... Then I'll go for ruler. Where's ruler? There it is. And then from there now I'll start using some. Okay, I only had one, so it's not like I could have crazy did better. It would have been just significantly a little bit more drops. I don't know. I'll go here. And then I'll go here for need mash. Mash always good. Good old mash. Yeah, I'll go like this. I feel a little bit better now that I remembered I only had a single C. So you know what? It's fine. I could have used the helper that also had marshmallows, but I'm not about to spend the next couple minutes constantly reloading to find them. Oh. Callie, this is our battle. Kali, I should say. Damn! Okay. I'm gonna go. I forget, are you arts? Yes, okay. So there's no reason for me to go that far for it. Okay, let's go here. Over there. No, actually go here. Go here. Bring in her. Alright, now we go. Alright, go ahead. Whoa! This is a really good NP animation. Forgot how cool Kali is. Damn! They got that mega super fucking buff on them right now. Go ahead, hit him again. Listen to this rhythm. On. Damn. I don't think there's a single reason for me to do any of this, to be honest with you. But I'm gonna keep hitting them with it. Go ahead. Sleep up once more. Samhara, so that's how you say it. I was only remembering because there's a set of Yu-Gi-Oh cards that actually also say Samhara on it, but I was always calling them something else, Samsara. Actually, no, I think that is Samsara, Samhara, probably pretty close enough to the same thing. Anyway, this is the final one, so I may as well use it all. I didn't even need to use her at all, so we'll go here. Thank you, Golly. She must have gotten like a crazy battle high. Is that why she just like randomly showed up? Whoop, thank you. Thank you for the material. Wait for it to load in as the same animation of a chocolate fountain showing up plays again. Yep, there it is. Big rock. Yeah. I have slaughtered my enemies. I even drank their blood. Victory is mine! It makes me want to dance about in joy. I'm glad you're in such high spirits, Boss Kali. But I'm afraid you were a little too focused on killing and not enough on adding to your river. I guess you could say you won the battle and lost the war? Right. Well, I appreciate it. She really helped us out in that last battle. I'm quite sure she didn't mean to. She was just focused on killing enemies to the exclusion of anything else. I feel great. Not surprised her magical energy is running out after all the time she used her noble vandalism. But at least she seems genuinely happy. I don't know how I feel about this. I was a little more fired up than usual at first since this river looked pretty dangerous and bloody. But now I feel like the wind's been taken out of my sails, figuratively. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm really glad we won, but still. Hmm? You're wrong, girl. That smells like the sea. My river is the right one. I can tell from its smell. Huh? Hmm. But then I suppose it's too sweet for that. Yes, too sweet by far. Well, no matter. You have defeated me, which makes you a warrior. Be proud. Uh-huh. But, I'm really not the warrior type. More on the weak side than anything, but I don't have any amazing weapons or cool techniques. I don't mean now, I'm talking about the color of your soul. You are undoubtedly a fighter. You have fought, haven't you? Being weak is no excuse not to fight when fighting is called for. If you know that, then you too are a warrior. Oh. In that sense, yeah, maybe I am then. I fought even though I was weak, or at least I tried to. But then remember how you tried to fight and be proud. That is all you need to do. Now, as the goddess of slaughter, I shall commend your victory by endowing you with my blessing and protection. Oh, please don't worry about us. We'll just absorb a little of her dance's aftermath and see ourselves home. Whew. So this is the divine blessing and protection, huh? Now that I've actually got them, it feels awkward. Not to mention, I don't know what they actually do. So I think I'll just consider them something of a good luck charm, not rely on them too much. I didn't really get the other things she said, but for now... Oh, hey, she dropped the chocolate too. I'll hold on to it just in case. Please accept these rice balls too. You'll need your strength for a long voyage after all. Ooh, they look yummy. Thanks. Farewell. Bye, Daikokuten. Well, there's definitely been some complications, but it looks like you can get the ship moving again. Hang on a second. I see. Yeah? Well, sure, why not? So, just like with Rama, it looks like the real Kali, or rather Durga in this case, would like to say something. Do not misunderstand me, communicator. How so? My normal goddess self, that is my usual self, is not constantly thinking about seeing Shiva again. Well, strictly speaking, I suppose I am, but I would never let it interfere with my divine duties. That version of me you just encountered was a unique form of one of my ascensions. And on top of that, she had only acquired her form by merging with chocolate. What I'm trying to say is, don't worry, as my normal self, I would never cause a disturbance just because I wish to see Shiva again. It's okay, I already know that. I'm glad to hear that. As my communicator, I knew you would understand. Have a gold star. Durga, since you're here, can I ask you a question? Do you know what Kali was talking about? Specifically when she said about her river being the right one. I do not. Even I cannot tell much more about that river from here. But I will say that if Kali said that, then it must be true. Kali is a goddess of death and slaughter that resides within me, and she is far more instinctual and impulsive. So while I can't say for sure, it may be that she sensed something there that I can't from here. I see. Understood. Thank you. I'm still kind of astounded that a real goddess showed up here, but even if it was through a human vessel. But for now, I'm even gladder that I was able to defeat her. You sure did. Well done. Alright then, let's get back to chucking in chocolate and boulders and keep making headway down this river. I mean, we're getting pretty close to the part where, oh, sheesh. Did it really smell that much? I'm telling you right now, we're getting closer and closer to the inevitable Columbus betrayal. As the, oh my god, the guy who can never be trusted under any circumstances, he's betrayed us! No! Alright, I have a quest to do. And I think next time I record, it's likely the end of this, because I think all from here is like a bunch of free quests and then the end. So join me next time for what is likely to be, I think, either the end or the penultimate episode of the story and the event. And then I can actually get to doing the event itself, because I've still definitely need to do these. But anyway, till next time, see you guys later. Bye-bye.